Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the LSU versus Southeastern Louisiana college basketball matchup on Friday, December 1st, 2023. We do tons of free picks every day at Pickdawgz.com, and people ask us all the time which games we like the best. Those are the ones we put under the Premium Picks tab, and of course you can use the discount code PICK to get 15% off any purchases. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays, meant for people who make big bets. You can text the number that you see on the screen and talk to a live person and see if this is for you if you make big bets. But anyways, let's get to this one. LSU versus Southeast Louisiana. LSU 3-3 on the season. Southeast Louisiana 2-5 on the season. And played in, a bunch of unlined games as well. But 2-3 against the number overall, while LSU 2-4 against the number, coming off of that bad loss against Syracuse. And the reason why I say it was a bad loss is they were competitive in the first half of the game and then kind of got the doors blown off in the second half of that one in the Dome as Syracuse put it down on them 80-57. Turned, like what I said, a close game, and with a 1.5 point spread, turned it into a no-doubter. LSU had beaten, Wake Forest earlier in the season, had a 3-point loss to Dayton. LSU has kind of been one of those programs where it's like every few years they're really good, and then, a lot of the other times, they just seem to struggle against better teams in the SEC and better teams out of conference. And I think this year might be one of those transitional years for LSU, at least what we've seen in the early going. There certainly is a lot of good athletes on this team and plenty of talent, but what we saw against Syracuse was when push came to shove, they really had no answers for the Orange in that game. And those are the type of games you're going to need to win, especially in their conference, the SEC, if you're going to want to be competitive. Meanwhile, Southeastern Louisiana, these guys have had no problem scheduling it up. They played against an SEC team, Auburn. They covered the spread in that one, getting 24 points, losing 86-71. They got trounced by BYU, 105-48. That was an absolute starching. And then they did cover against a good Santa Clara team. And then since then, the schedule has lightened up, but they still did not get it done against Western Michigan. They were actually favored in that game. And Tennessee State, they were favored in that game and lost by 14 points. So this Southeastern Louisiana team, not especially very good, despite we saw them show up against Auburn and against Santa Clara. So these are two teams that have had their share of struggles and at most points have been a little bit to the disappointing side. When we look at the LSU defense, teams shoot just 40.2% against them. But, we look at Southeastern Louisiana, and these guys can really, really shoot the three. They shoot it at 35%, and LSU, one of the worst teams in the nation at defending the three, and that's how you get to those lopsided scores like we saw in Syracuse last time out. When we look at LSU's offense, they can get the ball through the hoop, but not like, they're not like prolific at it or anything. They shoot at, 45.7%. Southeastern Louisiana up against that stiff competition, about in that same range, but defending the three, not too bad at it, kind of middle of the pack for Southeastern Louisiana, while LSU, they don't shoot the three very well at all, really, for a team of their athleticism and of their stature. I got to say that I think that, while Southeastern Louisiana, we've seen them on the wrong end of some games here, I think we've seen them on the right side as well. I think they're good enough to cover. I don't think they win the game, but I think they cover. I'll take Southeastern Louisiana plus the points. And that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at Sports Chat Place. They're 100% free, and they'll tell you how often, historically, each of the bets on the board today have actually hit. Then they'll pair them with today's odds. This way, puts you on the most favorable bets today.